Once again, I will tell you my opinion, and you can say yours, Gaylord. Courthouse security is completely under the auspices of the sheriff. The sheriff has complete control over courthouse security by state statute, the way I've always understood it. And I think if the commissioners denied him, he would have a Lincoln County case, which would be impossible for him to be beat on. And I'm not saying I'm opposed to it, because frankly, I've often thought it would probably be a good idea.
I agree. I think in today's environment, it becomes more important all the time, and we've heard from judges and our county attorney that requesting it, and I would be in favor of it as well. What expenses do we think we're gonna involve other than 2 additional deputies?
2 deputies, probably lock boxes for concealed carry weapons. We be able to lock them up instead of having them enter the building. Other than that, I can't think of anything right offhand.
Okay. Well, that's
I would
fine.
also, when would you like to start doing this?
As soon as we can, obviously, probably January 1st.
Yeah, I would question whether maybe we need to go back at some point, which is a question for Jackie again on the health checks again, which I'm assuming they can do health checks too, while they're
Yeah.
doing the temperature thing and all again, which I fear we're moving back towards that again.
We have the temperature check station,
Yeah.
so that's something we could also implement into it.
But I'm kind of afraid that might be coming sooner than later, is what my point is.
We could move it, I mean, we can make it quicker, obviously, but I just wanted to get everything in place before we initiate it.
So you're primarily for concealed weapons or carry weapons,
Primarily for
not
weapons.
pocket knives?
Right.
Because every farmer's got a pocket knife
Right.
and a couple half-inch bolts, and he's gonna come in to get his tag.
Right, no, we're
And,
primary for weapons and
you know,
primary for the court.
Right, okay, I understand that. So, I don't have a problem with that at all, but,
Well, and even pocket knives and stuff, you take it away from them, give them back when they.
Well, I
go.
know, but that's-
I mean, that's what they do a lot of places, it's really.
We'll come up with a policy too on it. Make sure that-
yeah, right, so. So, you got some numbers on what this gonna cost us?
It's gonna be 2 deputy positions, and then the boxes I can come up with the actual numbers if you.
Okay,
Well, like I said, you really can't,
well, I understand that,
it's
but,
really just, I mean, it's just
It's
semantics on how you're gonna pay for it.
right, and that's,
And, because you really can't turn the sheriff down on matters
I
of
know
public
that, but-
security. And there's just, he knows it, you know it, we all know it, anybody that's ever been to any kind of commissioner school has had Lincoln County hammered in their head for,
how do we currently do security for the courtroom?
it just comes out of his budget and it's out of part of the sheriff's budget, and this is what this
Well,
would be
that's
out
what
of.
I'm trying to
And if he
understand.
doesn't have enough, the next batch of commissioners will have to find a way to pay for it.
Okay.
I mean, either that or taking him to court on Lincoln County. in
No, I'm
which
not gonna do that.
You will lose.
I know that one. So,
Am I wrong on any of those statements? No. So it's just a matter of rubber stamping what he wants to do, and I would make a motion, we approve his plan on updating courthouse security.
I will second that. I wish we didn't have that, live in an
I,
environment
I
where
agree with you.
that's needed, but I do think it's needed, and I'll
Okay.
second that motion.
all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Proceed.
Have a good morning.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yep.
Have a good day.
Yes. Stephanie, I'll move you up a little, couple of minutes.
Yep, the faster we move through.
Yeah.
It may have been taken care of last Monday, because I was supposed to be here last Monday, but the kids were sick.
I'm
So-
sorry, I don't know the answer to that.
I haven't, should we just wait till they come back? I
Um,
know that you paid it.
they might remember if you ask them.
What are you talking about?
Did Rhonda do a purchase order for Radio Shack it was for last Monday?
I think it was in the bills, but I might be wrong. You still have a copy of the bills? The one we signed? And if it was a general public or out of each?
General public,
I think there was at least one Radio Shack bill in there for one department.
$314.
Look under there and see if they paid it or not. I think it was, but it might have been another department, so
Well,
don't
it's
quote.
Is
supposed
that
be
gonna
here.
be public transportation, is it?
Uh-huh.
And who we looking for?
Radio Shack.
I kinda remember that. I don't see it on here.
There's a lot, maybe it was. the sheriff's
$314.94.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
it.
That's it.
Okay,
Yep.
good, good.
Okay.
Okay,
I didn't see it, Fred, where is it? What page? Oh, if you saw it, it's fine.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah, okay.
hand that back, well, I'll take this back. So-
Okay.
Lauren. As we, I had a, since we were talking about, I had a webinar Friday, so some things are changing for transportation. More services out there, reaching out, more partnerships to make sure, keeping people in their homes, maybe more of a delivery service. It's not all hashed out yet. As you all know, that we've been meeting as many needs as we can because of medical appointments. And they haven't backed up, we haven't seen a lot of telemed, occasionally in the mental health field. But we are still running a lot of hours. But, and you tell me if I'm wrong, when we encumber hours, I told Wendy, I said, let's back off for this next pay period. Because trying to think about overtime, how much overtime without controlling the system and how.
That's gonna be hard to do,
So if it's okay that I back off, I might have some grumpy people, but.
but
if
we're
we
still
tell
at
them now-
100% KDOT paying for everything.
We are, but how do I say, on December 26th that we're gonna have this much if I don't back off the system and control our hours?
If I were you, and Dina's doing great work for us, but I would call Rhonda and ask her those questions.
Okay,
That's a you and Rhonda thing to hash out before the end of the year. And you're kind of going, that's a very much a Rhonda and on the encumbrances and stuff at the end of the year. And I see what your point is.
yeah, do I back off and do
You
a
need-
8-hour day?
Just
Or
do
not.
Rhonda, I'd call Rhonda and
Right.
ask her in the next week. And she's available by phone. I'm sure you're aware of her situation, so.
Yeah.
So just,
It's terrible.
but last I knew, Rhonda said we could call her whenever, whatever, so just call her.
Okay, and then, yeah, she'll give me an idea.
And she'll give you some ideas on that. That's the
Right.
best we can do because that's all in her department, so.
Okay. So I just want you to be aware. And that they're gonna continue to pay our operating at 100%.
Into 21, you're sure, as long as this is going on. They've pretty much committed to it from what I've understood.
Yes.
But I didn't know if you'd heard something different, but,
No, and even farther,
yeah.
which, so last year, you had the sheriff's officers take care of grocery deliveries and
Yeah.
pharmacy runs. They're expecting us to do things like that.
Well, I have no problem with that,
Right.
and I think that's a good idea, and if it
Right.
gets back to what it all kind of, everybody wonders or thinks it's going to get back to, it might just be
Yeah,
great. It might be a better situation than having the sheriff's department do it, in some, so. And they're paying for it, so,
Right.
it's better than our drivers sitting and waiting
Yep,
if they
yep.
cancel medical appointments. So we discussed 2 weeks ago, I have 2 part-time employees. One is about ready to, we always put them on seasonal, run out of her 1,000 hours. But due to KDOT's way of paying, and, I'd like to bring on, do you want them one at a time, or those two? Keisha Sage is our one that's running out of her 1,000 hours, and we need
Right.
to decide to bring her on full-time, same rate of pay at $12 an hour with full-time and benefits.
So your seasonal is kind of a probationary period,
Yes,
in a way.
yes.
That's
Right.
what that's been used for a lot. And,
Right.
With good reason.
Yes,
But swapping her over when they're paying 100%, it really,
Yeah, and I
and you
figure
need the
in
driver.
benefits when we're.
right.
done.
And it's,
So I move we approve, the promotion, I guess, of Keys Sage to full-time with benefits.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion
Who
carries.
filled that out?
My scribbles?
Did you do that? That one you-
Katie
Have
Bouclair.
a good day.
I have a new pen.
I see.
Katie Bouclair, same rate of
You
pay,
get one, well,
same
she signs it, I
situation.
think, I don't know what she does with it.
She's not out
There's
of
the other one,
hours,
Fred.
Yeah, there's another one
Okay,
there. Same thing.
but, as we discussed, with COVID, we do want our drivers to have some type of support with health and benefits.
right. I move we approve the change for Katie Beauclair to full-time with benefits.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Do you get one of these?
I'm sorry,
Do you
what?
get the back of
The
those?
yellow. And the third person is Angela Drown. Now she transferred agencies within the county, but we are moving her up to what everybody else is at $12 an hour. And she has some added responsibilities with it's required now for us to use social media to reach out to the public in these times. And so she's managing that. So same rate of, she moves up to $12 an hour. But she's already full-time.
Just a raise because she has additional
Right.
Additional
responsibilities
duties, yeah.
beyond driving.
Right. Okay, I move we approve the change for Angela Drown.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
And one more thing for you, as you know that I'm working on the 2022 grant for KDOT. And every year you sign off on what the county will support out of the portion. Now, since this is 2020, they left it the same, where the federal has a portion, the state has a portion. I mimicked the same budget that I turned in for 21 with the county. With a few changes, I did better at, I added about $14,000 for overtime into the federal budget. So that amount, your share for 2022 is 94,410, or 410, and it came out to 80 cents on something. So this is the letter that you sign off on every year for your local share.
Yep.
And then Dina, I'll need a copy of that so I can upload it into the system.
The letter.
This is the same thing we've signed every year for eternity. And I move we direct the chairman to sign it.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Now, let me, while you're doing that, so if they continue to pay 100% of operating, your share would only look like $11,026.40. And that's administrative.
Right,
Yep, instead of the 94.
right.
That's good for the county, so. I have a non-Stephanie thing. Our 11:45 appointment has requested to be a call-in, and because they are awaiting results of a test like everyone else on the planet.
Oh, okay,
And I said, that's all right with us. And
Right.
I spoke, but she texted me, so.
right, okay.
11:15.
11:45, Lexi Fager.
Oh,
10:45, I'm sorry.
oh, okay.
10:45.
Oh, gotcha.
The treasurer, I'm sorry, I misspoke.
Okay,
So I have a number to call her when we can do Lexi's turn. She wants to do it on the phone,
Do you need anything?
because she's awaiting results.
Okay.
Hmm,
Do you need anything else from me?
don't know anything.
Unless you need us.
No, that's all I
One
need.
other thing, Stephanie, on that, on your lease of your building,
Yes.
I think that's expired or about to expire, and it looks like we have to give a written notice that we want to renew the transportation building over there.
Okay,
I spoke to him 2 weeks ago, and so he was supposed to get in touch with Rhonda.
I can,
Do you want me to do?
I mean, it's just a matter of giving them written notice that we want to renew for another year, and then I'd like to see you maybe calendar this on your master calendar for like July or August of next year, because the contract can only be renewed once, and we got to redo it.
Okay. Gotcha. So, you wanna do the written notice or do you want me to?
Doesn't matter to me. But it'd probably be better coming from you.
Okay,
since
I'll do
you're the
that. And then
tenant.
I'll CC the commissioners and turn that into him today, but he was, so I don't know, with Rhonda being gone.
Something else you can talk to her about too.
yeah,
Okay. Okay, anything else?
okay,
That's it?
thank you.
Stephanie, I have some questions for you, if I might. Okay, since you're over the economic development, right? Okay, and I've asked you this before, so I hope that you'll tell me straight here, so the public can see it. Don't you think it'd be advantageous that we have an economic development committee for Osage County?
We have the Economic Development Advisory Board, it's a committee in place
But the
now.
other counties have a committee. And they've advanced themselves, more business, everything else, because they go out and get the business into the counties. That's why I say that.
Mhm. That'd be a question for the commissioners, not me.
Well, if the commissioners don't do it, the new ones I think will, because we gotta move ahead and show up doing some more things better than we are. Thank you, Stephanie.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. The meals program is shut down for a couple of days.
Why?
From Ottawa, apparently. And so they provided these box meals, their canned stuff and
Yeah, they always have those for.
emergency use.
Emergencies, yeah.
So I know
I'm
they
assuming
provide.
they have the same issue everyone else has at
Yes.
different periods. yes.
Oh, yeah.
Out of their main.
Oh, we got people now that are showing up and being around other people and then, oh, by the way, I might be positive.
The whole
Common
world
sense is
has
going
the
out the
same
window.
issues.
There isn't much of that around either.
Yeah,
Do we have, time for an executive session, an attorney-client one?
I think
That
we
I'm gonna
do.
request for 10 minutes.
Yes,
I move we go to
Yeah.
executive session for discussion of attorney, matters which may be deemed privileged in the attorney-client relationship for 10 minutes with the commissioners and the lawyer present, please.